Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Halftime with Bizzy. So last week we had to skip the first ever podcast. We had to skip the first ever Friday, and it was actually, ironically, the 1 year anniversary since the first episode that we did with Franz J. Really bummed that we had to do that, but it's not that easy sometimes trying to get guests on the show and juggle work, a main channel, streaming, stuff like that. So I try super hard to do it. We had to skip last week. I apologize. I hope I don't have to do it again. But regardless, we have Killdozer joining us again today. And since the last time we had Killdozer on the podcast, I mean, just an incredible amount of growth. He's done super well for himself. He's continuing to do super well for himself with his crazy new food challenge videos that we kind of dive into. And I'm sure you guys know who Killdozer is from his awesome Counter-Strike case opening food challenges that he used to do. And now he's just doing strictly food challenges. And he's got some crazy ones. And he kind of tells you a little bit today about the behind the scenes of that and what he goes through and having to almost call ambulances and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting backstory to the whole Killdozer lore, and I'm very happy that he was able to come back on the podcast and tell you guys about it. But without further ado, we're going to get right into things, so you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. Make sure you're checking the description for the Halftime Etsy shop. We now have the Halftime CS mouse pads limited edition, only about 15 of them left, and I'm very excited that they're out. And thank you to everybody who has purchased some merchandise and supported the channel so far. We will catch you guys on the outro. Enjoy. I gotta say, dude, before anything happens, like, dude, congrats.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's well, it's an ongoing thing, so the sky's the limit, right? So it's going better than I expected for sure. For sure. So that's nice.
Yeah, no, man, you love to see it. You love to see it. Like the last time we had you on the podcast, we talked a little bit about your food challenges that you would incorporate into your Counter-Strike case opening videos. And since then, a lot has changed and stuff like that in terms of content, probably just your daily life as a whole.
Yeah.
How could you describe the change of your life in the past, like, I don't know, 6 months, we'll say?
Oh, I think from the when YouTube started. So YouTube started about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. And I guess I'm just really just eating worse foods now. Like there's not much of a difference. I kind of
Okay.
doing the same thing, but now when I eat, I'm just eating weird shit, Everything else is the same. I still stream, I still go to the gym, I still do everything else. It's just I guess it's just one of those things where like adding YouTube, adding all this stuff is probably I can't add any more than that. I had time to fill and it got filled with YouTube. Um so I guess that's kind of the point is I guess just less free time, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, especially after seeing your first video kind of take off and everything, I'm sure that it kind of takes, I don't know really how to put it, but like, I don't know, it's just eating up free time, like you said. So you're pretty much, I could imagine, just go, thinking of ideas, these
Yeah.
videos that, that you don't film them all in one day. So that's a thing in and of itself. Like, it's crazy. I try to think about like how the daily life would be in a situation like yours, and I just think it must be an amazing feeling, but also like holy shit, that's got to be a lot of work too.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. Luckily for me, everything is like natural. Like I don't really schedule anything that I do. It's just kind of natural and I just record randomly throughout the day. But it definitely is adding an extra element with all the editing
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
So you're doing all of the editing yourself, like you're still a one man crew for the most part.
Pretty much my wife has been helping me out a little bit.
Oh, right on,
My wife's been helping me out a little bit, so that's good. But for the most part, it's yeah, pretty much just me.
man. And that's that's I know what you're doing editing wise isn't like the it's not like some Mr. Beast, long
Oh no, it's not
videos.
very groundbreaking.
No, but it still takes up so much time though, and like I don't think people really realize that.
Yeah, it takes up like 5 hours, I think. I think 5 hours in total, but it's spread across like probably 2 days of editing it.
Yeah, that's
And it kind
crazy.
of just depends how much I want to. Kind of just depends how much I want to do. Like some days I'll be do it 3 hours. Some days I'll do it like 1 hour, 30 minutes, stuff like that. So it just kind of depends.
Yeah, because you don't want to burn yourself out, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring this up too, because back the first time we had you on the podcast, I'm sure you got a lot of new followers that know you for your food videos and your challenge videos and stuff. But when we first had you on the podcast, everybody knew you from CS. When I published that video for a couple days, I was getting DMs and stuff like, "Oh my god, dude, how do you got Killdozer and stuff like that?" Like I watch him all the time. It was super cool, and you started your new leaf and it was the eating only Dollar Tree food for 2 weeks. That has, spawned a new avenue for you. And as if you look at the past few videos that you've done, like this is going to be a long running thing for you. Clearly, what made you kind of go with this random new route? Because your whole YouTube was all CS inspired. Like you did the food challenges with CS, but now you just cut CS right out and it's just the food challenges. What kind of inspired that?
Cut CS out. Well, I haven't really. Well, I haven't. I would say I cut CS out from besides streaming,
Yeah, like the video
and
wise, I meant. My bad.
yeah. Well, I think really just Counter Strike is not as easy to do in terms of content creation. I think that's kind of what it came down to, and I could have kept pushing it and go, oh, I want to get Counter Strike popular, I want to get Counter Strike popular, but I think what ends up happening is what people enjoy watching, you kind of cater to that audience more. And I like them both just as much as each other. So I'm down to do whatever. And it seems like people really like the food stuff. So, it's like, well, if people like the food stuff, I'll keep doing the food stuff. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But I still try to do Counter Strike every now and then just so I can open cases.
Yeah, for sure. When everything kind of started with like, I don't know, did people kind of get like a weird reaction? Like, what the heck? What's Killdozer doing? He's doing all this food stuff now. He's like, did you get DMs or see a bunch of comments? Like, what the hell's going on? Why is he doing this? Or like, were
Well,
people
I first
understanding?
started I first started on TikTok doing things differently, doing the food stuff on TikTok. And at the beginning, people were, when I first started doing it, I had, I think, 40,000 followers on TikTok when I first started posting the Dollar Tree stuff. I have like almost 500,000 now. So
Oh
the amount of
my.
people that are, amount of people that are Counter Strike fans compared to the amount of people that are, the food review fans, it's like, it's literally like 10% of the people. So every now and then you'll get somebody that comments that, but I think for the most part, even the people that enjoyed the Counter Strike stuff still enjoyed the food review stuff.
Oh yeah.
As long as good content's good content. And I still do the streams, so they have their source of dopamine from looking at that. So but yeah, it wasn't a lot of people, asking about it. I think they were more encouraging about it than anything.
That's good. That's really good, especially when the audience like resonates with what you're doing, and like I'm sure that kind of serves as like a motivation to like, okay, I am doing something right here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
This episode of Halftime with K Busy is brought to you in part by Pricempire.com. Pricempire.com is absolutely loaded with essential tools for any skin enthusiast. Whether it be their blog, their price comparison app, the trending deals, or your personal inventory tracker, Price Empire really has it all. Pricempire.com is trusted by more than 1 million users on Trustpilot to ensure everybody that it is a fair and legit website. Pricempire.com is linked in the description. Go step your skins game up today. From the only blue food for 3 days to the protein shakes for 7 days, the red dye 40 foods for 3 days. These are insane challenges. Like, I gotta ask, how do you come up with this? Because, like, when I read the titles before I'm watching the videos, I'm like, there's no way he's not getting, like, he has to go to the hospital or something after this. Like, I don't know how he's doing this.
Yeah, well, originally I came up with a lot of the ideas, just because I came up with the Dollar Tree idea. I don't really know how I came up with it. I just thought it'd be a good idea, and I said, you know what? I think people enjoy kind of like challenge videos, and more so it was long form, right? So how do I transition my TikTok content into long form content? And I said, "Well, I eat from the Dollar Tree from the TikTok. Why don't I just eat from the Dollar Tree for a month?" It was supposed to be a month. And then
Oh
halfway
my.
through, I was like, "I'm gonna do 2 weeks." After like 2 days, I think I said, "I just gonna do 2 weeks instead." Month was overkill. Month was super overkill. And I wrote a bunch of stuff down on my phone, and then, after that video did pretty well, obviously more people started reaching out, and, a lot of people have given me ideas. So I have a ton of ideas in my notes now, for next stuff to do. So a lot of it is really the people watching my streams and Instagram and all that stuff, people giving me ideas. But every now and then I'll come up with one on my own, like only eating garbage. A couple good ones. I have my own ideas, but I do give a lot of credit to the people from my stream and from Instagram and the YouTube comments as well.
Yeah, I was reading, I was watching the Red 40 diet, the Blue diet, eating only Dollar Tree food for 2 weeks, and I'm reading the comments, and I'm just like, "Oh my," like, the people love this, like, it's so awesome to
Yeah, they
see.
love it. They love it.
And you've only been doing this for, I mean, you've been doing content creation for much longer than 3 months, but you're eating only Dollar Tree food for 2 weeks. That came out 3 months ago, and that was your first, you know, like I was saying earlier, it was the first video into your new leaf, and it did so well off the rip. So it's so crazy to see that the first time you do it, boom, it hits, and it hits real good too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was when I think the Dollar Tree one came out, I think it might have gotten like 100,000 views over a month,
Oh
which
wow.
was pretty good. I was like pretty happy about that. Wasn't expecting it, I guess. And obviously, a lot of people from TikTok are going to go watch it because they already see my TikTok content. So I think I got a lot of views that way. But it wasn't until the Marshalls video, I think, where people really started. Where I think that was when it was like naturally getting pushed out to YouTubers. Um,
Okay.
so that was cool because that one also caused the Dollar Tree one to get an increase in a bunch of views. And I don't really remember, but the Marshalls one I think got like might have even got like a million views in like a week or something.
That's
But
crazy.
that one is like people watched that video and they saw that I had a Dollar Tree one too, so they were like, "Oh, might as well watch that one as well." So the Dollar Tree one got like over a million views, and now like every single one that I post is getting a couple 100,000, like within like the first day I release them. So it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, the Dollar Tree 1.4 million, Marshall's Diet 1.8, the Red Dye 40 was 1.7. Like, or do you ever expect, like, I know by now you probably have a little mental note of like, okay, I'm expecting maybe approximately this many views for this video in this certain amount of time. But when you made your first video, did you have any type of expectation? Like, were you thinking it would get a couple thousand views and then it just exploded? Or like, how did you kind of process that?
That's a good question. I think what I think every time I go every time I have a video, I typically will like underestimate it. Right? So I'll be like, "Oh, this hopefully this one gets like 100,000 views like the first hour." Uh, or I meant
Damn.
the first hour, the first day or something, right? And if I do that, like that kind of sets me up. Like if it does like not do that well, then I'm kind of okay with it because I'm already thinking it's not going to get that many views or whatever. But I kind of have a good idea when I post a video how many people are going to watch it, and so far it kind of exceeds my expectations for the most part at this point. Even though I have pretty big expectations for these, like, realistically.
No, for sure.
Um, but I don't know, I try not to look at the views as much because for me, it's just like, is the video good? That's kinda what matters to me more than anything.
Yeah, for sure. Like at the end of the day, it's always a great idea to sit down and like really look at what you're doing and being like, okay, if I didn't know me and I stumbled across this video, like would I watch it?
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah. And that's the problem I have with my thumbnails is I just make them myself, and, originally, I wanted to get people to make thumbnails for me because I don't know how to do the editing and stuff. But it's not really a problem anymore because I think people just see that I post a new video and going to watch it regardless. At least my subscribers, at least, right? Like somebody who is scrolling through and hasn't seen one of my videos before might not click on mine because of the bad thumbnail. But once you watch one and you become a fan of the channel, I think you're pretty much gonna watch whatever thumbnail I put out there. So I think we're kind of evolving. I guess just growing the community so people will watch whatever. That's the kind of cool part about it. So I don't have to outsource anything.
No, 100%. And your orange food only diet for 3 days, that was like out of all of the thumbnails of your newer content, that was like a really well put together one, but ironically that had the least amount of views except for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Costa Rica
You know
diet,
what's
which is relatively new. I thought that was really weird.
yeah. You know what's funny is Brycent?
Yeah, yeah, Bryson, of course.
Bryce was telling me, he's like, dude, you gotta put up a new thumbnail for that video. It'll get 1 million views like tomorrow if you change the thumbnail. And I was like, dude, I paid for that thumbnail.
Oh man, no
But
way.
yeah, he's right. He's right. I really should do that. It's just like I think it just goes along with the actual content of the video. It's like the authenticity, right? Just knowing that I made that thumbnail myself and like how shitty it is. I think like adds to it.
No, I love it. I love it, but then again when you look at all of the other ones too and you look at them and you're like, yeah, clearly they're just, they're not on the orange food only level, but
Yeah, yeah.
to me it's just kind of like it goes with like the meme of the video. I don't know. I don't know, it just works for me. Like you said, if
Right.
you watch the video, you'll become a fan of it and then it doesn't really matter. It's just, oh shit, Killdozer posted, got to watch it, you know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's the point it gets to. That's good. I think that's where you want to get.
No, 100%. And I got to say too, when I'm watching these videos and I'm seeing you cranking Takis, marinating pork in Jones soda and air frying it, and all this other crazy shit. The whole time I'm wondering is like, how the hell are you feeling after these challenges? And I know I kind of asked you this similar question when we had you on the podcast the first time when we talked about your Counter Strike case opening videos and your food challenges that you incorporated into that. But how do you feel after this? Because this is like a totally different level. Like you must be sick
Yeah.
after some of this, right?
Yeah, so definitely the protein shake one was really brutal. It's not so much how I feel after, it's how I feel like during it. Like the protein shake one was really rough. And the what was the other one that was bad? Um, the which one was it? The hardware store one is the one I'm doing right now. The one I
Oh
just got
no
done with.
way.
The hardware store one has also been pretty bad for my stomach. And it's like it's not the worst thing ever. So yeah, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's worth the views and being able to do this for a living. Definitely worth it. But it does make you feel kind of protein shake one. I can't tell you how bad that was. It was like the worst week of my life.
Oh man.
Like it was really bad. Like I was on the toilet for like 5 hours
What?
and I thought I was gonna have to call the ambulance. It was bad. Yeah,
Oh
it
my.
was really bad.
Like, do you ever get to a point? Well, I know you just said you were gonna call the ambulance, but in any other video, like, do you ever have to be like, I gotta go see a doctor and like seriously, like, because I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, dude, he's got to be going through hell. Like,
Yeah, well, I got my blood work done. I got my blood work done last week, and it's normal. Everything's normal. So
oh,
I know I'm
perfect,
like healthy. I know I'm a healthy guy.
because you're still going to the
And
gym and
physically,
stuff.
yeah, physically I'm healthy. Everything is healthy. Just wanted to make sure nothing like deep down was like actually wrong. And no, I'm okay. So as long as I could push past the pain of the stomach aches and all that stuff, then I think I'm good. So I'm down for it.
Man, well, salute to you and everybody. Go to the doctors, okay? Go to the doctors.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And I know we kind of touched on it in the beginning as well, but Counter Strike, like that's how I know you from. That's how a lot of your early subs know you from and stuff. Are you gonna continue kind of doing that on the side, or do you think eventually you'll have to kind of leave that sort of in the past? You ever have a big plan on bringing a
Oh, for
big
Counter
CS
Strike,
video?
yeah, CS video, probably not.
Yeah.
If anything, I might do. Some people have recommended I do like um, opening like 10 cases, and you can eat like the value of the skins from 10 cases and stuff
Oh.
like that. But you know what? I think it really is like the Counter Strike community in terms of like the general population in the United States is very, very small. Like how many times do you meet somebody in public that plays Counter Strike. You know what I mean? Like
100% right. Yeah.
it's very, very, very small niche, and I think if you look at it through a Counter Strike lens, you probably think it's bigger than it actually is. Plenty of people know about it, right? The people that actually care about it, I think, are very little, and it
Yeah.
phases in, phases in, phases out. At least for me, it did. I'd take a year off of it and all that stuff. So it's definitely hard to do both. And to be honest, at a certain point, it might feel like it's just forced. But that being said, the streams are probably always going to happen. The streams are a lot of fun, so those will definitely always still be a thing.
Yeah, that's cool. And
I can't let my inventory go to waste. You know what I mean?
no, absolutely not. And I think it's really cool that you said the word force there too. Like, you never want to do something because you feel like you have to, or like it's like a
Yeah,
burden almost. So, with you doing what you're doing now, and it's obviously working for you, doing numbers that you've never seen on your channel before, like, dude, chase that shit, man. Like, you're already here now. There's no turning back. Like, I don't think there's any reason to get mad at someone for doing that.
yeah, yeah. I agree, and it's like it's one thing if it's something you don't enjoy, but for me, I genuinely enjoy it, so I really don't mind. I really don't mind doing it because it actually is a lot of fun for me. But if it's something where like you don't like, you don't like doing it, and whatever it may be. But for me, I enjoy it quite a bit, so I'm definitely down to keep doing it.
Yeah, man, that's the best of both worlds. You love it, and it's your job. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, it's something I like to think about it is like if if YouTube stopped, like would you still do it? Right? And
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't eat from the Dollar Tree for like a week. But like but I think like a general rule of thumb is like when it comes to content creation, I think it's something that you should be like interested in before you start doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like for me, like I like trying new foods and just eating in general. So for me, it made a lot of sense, right? But like if somebody wants to make content videos and like they know nothing about a certain thing, but it's like that's what's popular right now, and they try to learn about it and make content, then it's like I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I think the best way to do it is like to take your passions
Yes.
and turn them into something like that. Yeah.
Has to be
Which is how Counter Strike
organic.
started. Yeah, exactly.
Have you been getting any like opportunities? Like, do this is there some food companies that are like, yo, Killdozer, we got to partner up, get you sponsored, or any like food YouTubers or something? Like, are you getting anything going that way? Because like you have to be, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, so
If you can leak it, I don't want to get you to
it's
say anything
no,
you
you'd
can't.
be surprised. So I signed with an agency like maybe like 2 weeks ago,
Oh wow,
and
congrats.
I'm kind of like against like not against doing partnerships or sponsorships, but I'm kind of like at a point where it's like, okay, if there's one that makes a lot of sense and they pay me pretty well, I'll do it, right? But I don't want it to jeopardize the content for that. Like, I hate the videos where it's like 2 minutes in, they go, "This video is sponsored by so and so." Like, well, I shouldn't say I hate the videos that do that, right? Because some of them make sense when they're very edited and they're very high quality, and like, uh, you know, stage by stage, chronological, and like smart videos. It makes sense, but for me, my content is more like spontaneous. And to throw in like a forced 60-second ad just doesn't seem like really, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it. But if
Okay,
it's something like where Manscaped wants me to like um, do something, or it just has to make sense, right? But
for sure.
in terms of like big companies reaching out to me, not really. It's more for those companies, you more so have to do the outreach yourself. And those companies are typically looking at creators that are way, way bigger than I am.
Like
So
10 million
that's kind of
followers or something
yeah, yeah,
nuts. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, but there's some stuff in the works, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, cool, cool. Love that. And with such an amazing progress with your content, you recently just hit the 300,000 subscriber milestone. And now you're already like I typed up these questions a couple days ago and you're now already at 328,000. So it's just like steadily just like it's really really amazing to see. Did you ever see yourself achieving such an amazing goal? Like did you ever think that you come close to 300,000? Now you're quickly approaching half a million?
Okay, so I told I told Bryce this. It was it's this phenomenon that I saw where I saw this guy named Wendigoon, and he posted these videos a long time ago, like the iceberg videos. You ever seen those?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the iceberg videos, he started posting those, and I remember the first video. I watched his first video, and I go, "Oh, that's a cool video." I click on his page, see if he has any more. That video had like 50K views, and he had like 500 subscribers, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this must be like the first time thing for him." Right? And that video blew up, like that so that video he posted, uh, it might have had more views when I watched it, but basically, it was, like, the first video he ever posted on a channel with, like, no subscribers, and the video just blew up, and now if you look at his page, he has millions of subscribers, and all his videos get millions of views and stuff, and I was always, like, in awe about how that happens, like, how does YouTube pick one account
Yeah.
and just randomly give it 1,000,000 views? Like an account from scratch. And here I am, and it kind of happened to me. But mine is a little bit different because I have, the TikTok. I have a lot of different places where viewers are coming from to watch on YouTube. So it kind of had a little bit of traction before the YouTube algorithm kind of picked it up. But I definitely did not expect to be getting this many subscribers and this many viewers. And, it's like what you hope for. And to see it happen is kinda like I guess you still, like, don't really understand, that's what you were hoping for and it actually happened. Like, what do you do now? Like, you just be happy, I guess. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. Like, I guess you're just thrilled about it, but then again, I think about it, even if I didn't get all these viewers and I didn't have all these subscribers, it would still be the same thing for me. I'd still be making the same videos, still be grinding it out because that's what I thought was gonna have to happen. I thought I was gonna get 10,000 subscribers in, like half a year, and at the end of the year, maybe get to like 100,000 or something.
Man.
I guess it's just a pace I wasn't expecting, but maybe I should have expected it in hindsight, considering how much of an audience I already had. But nonetheless, I'm pretty surprised about it for sure.
Yeah, and, like, do you have any other I always kinda like to ask this from time to time. Do you have any other, like, milestones with, like, a goal in your mind? Like, "I wanna hit 500,000 by, like, October," or something. Like, do you have anything like that?
No, I don't really mind about I think TikTok has kind of so if you ever scroll TikTok and you see the TikTok lives,
Yeah.
I'll see people doing TikTok lives. Show me how many. It has like 50, 20, like 20 people watching.
Mhm.
Click on their page. They have 4 million followers. I'm like,
Oof.
what the like? So these are people that have just like completely fallen off, and they don't post any meaningful content anymore, and they just got a bunch of followers from something, and now they just do something else. So the amount of followers I think is more so just like it's like clothing, like it's
Yeah.
flashy and all this stuff, but essentially it doesn't really matter all that much. But I do think it's really cool to see the amount of people that actually do the action of clicking the subscribe button because I respect that. Like when I respect people that like when people come in my stream and they say, "Hey, I love the video," like just going out of your way to say something nice. I think it's kind of the same thing where like you're going out of your way to hit the subscribe button. It must mean that
Yeah.
like something's rubbed off on you. So I think that's kind of how I look at it more than like the gross number of it.
Yeah, for sure, and it might just be a little tiny little message or something, but that little message could make someone's day, you know what I mean? And someone thought of you that much, they could have just scrolled past you, but they said, "You know what? Killdozer, you're killing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for the
Yeah,
laughs," you know?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's really cool.
And you know what? The funny thing is that the algorithms are so good now where you don't have to hit subscribe and the video is still going to pop up. Like my video, if you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
my video, it's going to know how much you watched it and it's going to pop the next one up. Like you don't have to hit that button. And I think a lot of people know that, but just the fact that people are clicking it is really cool.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's next for the Killdozer saga? What is the next chapter for you? Do you have any big things planned for your channel and your content or streams in the future? Maybe some like IRL streams or something? That's something I was thinking about. That would be really cool to see. What do you got in store?
Definitely more hardware store videos dropping soon. Um, Probably more traveling. I posted a Costa Rica video that had a decent amount of viewers, but maybe collaborations in the future. I'm not sure yet. This is a really interesting thing where like you don't even know what's going to happen, especially with this new agency I signed with. They're bringing things to me that like I was like, wow, like you 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 like someone messaged you about that? Like it's crazy stuff. Like honestly, it could be like I wake up tomorrow and it's like, hey, Mr. Beast wants to do a video with you. Like that could
Oh,
be
wow.
it could be like something like that. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep posting videos. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing I've been doing for like the past 2 years. And it's just gonna get bigger and bigger, I think. But I think I've kind of found the formula. So not too much I want to change. Maybe make the videos a little bit more healthy.
Hey, that'd be kind of cool too.
Be
That'd be kind
nice.
of
That'd be
nice.
nice for all of us, I think. No water. I'm not gonna be doing water. That's stupid. It's a waste of time. I'm not drinking water in my videos, unless there is water, of course. But fun fact, just for anyone who watches this, in the hardware store video, there is water in the fridge. Like 2 of the fridges have water. I don't get water. I just avoided getting it just to piss people off. So, just if anybody's listen to this and they watch the video and you're wondering why didn't he grab the water?
That's
Hey, that's
why.
why, just to piss you off.
Well, man, I like seriously like gotta hand it to you. Super, super amazing. Like you were crushing it before, and to see what you're doing now and to see it just exploding. Like, dude, I wish I could give you a big fucking high five, man. I'm super stoked for you. Keep on killing it. And if there's anything you want to let the people know for the outro, this is the chance. Spotlight is on you.
Thank you, K Busy. Thank you, my man. Um, if I had let people know something, I would tell them you should try to do more things that are different in your daily life. Like see new people, talk to new people, try different things. Because I think that is really how you find new interests and your life could totally change. Like a good example, I think, is like instead of like going out to the bars with your friends, you decide to go to like a bowling alley one night, and like that could literally turn into the rest of your life joining like a bowling league, and like your
Yeah.
life could become about bowling. If people have a passion, I think their life has much more meaning. And the more people that can find passions, I think the better off our society would be. So your life is not going to get any better unless you try. And by doing the same thing every day, every week, every month is like you're not really, you might think you're trying, but you're really not giving yourself enough variation to find something meaningful. So that's kind of the only thing the bit words of wisdom I would say. And I guess also to watch the videos too.
The oldest saying in the book, but the truest saying in the book, nothing ever just falls in your lap. You got to go out
Yep.
and get it.
Yep.
100%.
Yep. Yep. You create opportunity. Don't wait for it to come to you.
That's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody who clicked on today's podcast and supported. Killdozer's links will be in the description if you would like to go and support him as well, which I think you definitely should. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We will catch you guys next Friday. Till next time, everybody.